Hello again, I am Blunty, and a week and a half ago, an individual viewer whose motivations still remain a mystery directly sponsored me to take a whack at No Man's Sky on the Nintendo Switch. What I found was a game rather predictably less crisp and smooth compared to my usual maxed out 4K 60 experience over on PC, but also remarkably impressive for the Switch. Very playable in its own right, and a long way from the notoriously wobbly state of the game when it first made it across to Nintendo's console 6 years after the original launch, a condition which prevented me from buying the game in those original days. That video was rather warmly received, with many of you sharing my happy surprise in its viability on the Switch. But I did also get a few Switch veteran No Man's Sky players warn me that there's still some problematic areas to watch out for, even with this brand new 5.0 version. In particular, a few commenters called out issues with the frigate and freighter system. So, sadly, despite having no more offers to directly sponsor the ongoing Switch adventures in Hello Games' notorious, infamous, and remarkable game, curiosity drives me on nonetheless. So, welcome to the continued adventures of the traveller I've come to call Captain Switch McGapin. Because, you know, Switch, see. I know the name is a bit of a stretch, but it made me smirk, so what are you going to do? I needed a name for him. So, when we closed out the original video, I achieved my first goal of interplanetary travel and establishment of a first base. Since then, I've used the appearance modifier machine with its terrifyingly swirling robot arms to nod my space helmet in the direction of the classic Nintendo Switch Joy-Con colors. And I went back to that paradise planet we lucked into on our first star system. I set up a little base here and spent some time stuffing my space pockets full of some useful materials. And here's the other reason I wanted to keep playing on the Nintendo Switch save. After I completed that first video, I got the planet's coordinates and visited the same planet on the PC version of the game to see how different it looked. Now, despite the Nintendo Switch version not having the same multiplayer support as other versions have, they are still connected to the same service, so when you upload your bases and whatnot, they still are available, and you can visit other people's bases on the Nintendo Switch version. You just can't see other players. And it still uses the same universe generation technology and the same procedural generation seed that the other platforms use, so the planets should be broadly the same between the Switch and the other platforms. And it was kind of. It had very similar topography. The hills and the mountains and rivers and whatnot were all still in the same places, although the planets were a bit different looking, and there was no atmospheric bubbles on the Switch version. But while that original video was done with the 5.0 release, I popped back into the save a few days ago just to kind of potter around a bit, and I discovered the 5.02 update seems to have brought planet generation even closer between the platforms. Now, that same planet on the Switch does have the bubbles, although not as densely rendered, and the trees and plants are now a lot more similar, which is a shame because these, egg tree things are less pleasant than the other trees, but whatever. So that was all very interesting. What's more interesting though is I can't seem to find this change mentioned in the patch notes. Weird. Neat, but weird. So, the plan for the continued adventure in the Switchverse of No Man's Sky is to follow through with the first main questline, the Atlas Path, which will eventually lead me to obtaining my first warp drive and interstellar travel, and with that, after about 5 interstellar warp jumps, I should trigger my first encounter with a freighter. I can then obtain a freighter of my very own, and we'll see how things pan out from there. One of the things the most recent patch notes do mention is an improvement in memory management on the Switch. I wonder if that will help the apparent performance issues around the freighter system that I've been warned about. So, let's go. Captain Switch McGapin! Let's find your ship, and away we go. Alrighty, so hopefully this time I'll have less issues with the the muscle memory on the control pad with A, B, X, and Y all switched from the Xbox controller I usually play with. So yeah, this is our first quest here. We've done most of the stuff we need to do. Now we need to investigate the base computer archives. The trail has gone cold. Inquire about the strange signals at the space station. Alright, so we need to go back up to the space station. We might as well take the ship. I mean, I do have a transporter portal in my new little base down there, but still. I'll also take the ship. So why wouldn't you? So I did set up a base with my PC save on that same little paradise planet back there. No point in really showing you. It's just a room with a teleporter in it so I can get back there when I need to. If I want to do more comparisons and stuff. And I can actually see my Switch base on my PC save as well. It's been uploaded. It's sitting there. And it looks just like it should. Except, you know, far more clear and stuff because it's on PC and in high resolution. I did notice though, even though the PC base is only like a room with a teleporter in it and some solar panels on the roof to power the teleporter, it did take a few seconds of time to sort of load in chunks. Like it loaded the box room first because I used a prefab room. Loaded that, but there was no door on it. And then I had to wait like 15 seconds and then the door appeared and then the other stuff appeared. So yeah, that was a bit weird. So when you're still loading in with bases and stuff, it's still a bit chunky on the Switch. And here we go. I love this bit. Man, I tell you what, getting into the space stations is so much easier than it used to be. You used to have to line up really carefully, like in the original version of the game. If you didn't line up really, really precisely, you would literally just bounce off the surface of the space station. It was very embarrassing. Okay, so we need to ask about the mysterious signal. I wonder who we need to ask. I haven't done this quest since this. I think the space stations have changed 2 times over since I last did this quest. Usually, you just have to talk to random NPCs back in the day. Let's see what happens. Servo, traveler entity, the convergence, something something, yada yada. Despite the unfamiliar words, there is something about this alien's manner that implies we have met before. Perhaps they know the one who came before me. What do you know about other travelers, robot friend? Pause before turning away. They either do not hear me or are choosing to ignore my question. Jackass! Alright. What about you? Klingon from Wish. Something, 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 something. I know none of your language! Life form puffs himself up as I approach, making the most of their impressive size. Perhaps they might recognize the signal mentioned by the base computer. Hey, you know the number 16? You know any of my words? Hearing the code seems to cause the life form to shrink. A look of fear crossing their face. At an instant, the fear passes. They look at me strangely, say nothing more. You're not much of a Klingon then, are you? Fear? Right. Come here, poorly animated, slightly in the distance characters. With your 12 frames a second animation. Something, 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 something. Despite the size, they do not seem aggressive, but when I blink, I see the same red light that stared at me in the distress beacon. 16, dude! 16! You know anything about it? We are watching you, traveler friend. Find what we have left you. The alien speaks. The words are not their own. A string of code is echoed back to me through the red glare, logged directly into my exosuit. The crimson light fades away, and I see the life form glaring at me. Whatever happened did not appear to have witnessed it. Dude, you got possessed. Go have a drink. I should leave. Perhaps my base computer would be able to make something of this code. Alright, there we go. Let's see here. I would like to expand my suit inventory. Can we do that yet? Yes, we can. We can purchase and upgrade inventory slot. Do I want my inventory or do I want it in tech? Well, we don't have much tech at the moment, so I guess we'll take it. I'll fill this gap here, this annoying little gap. How about that? Zerp. Doo-be-doo-be-doo-be-doo. I don't think I picked up any navigation modules. That's not the map maker. Map maker? That's not the word I'm looking for. Cartographer is the proper name for a map maker. Purchase specific chart. Let's see. I would like. I wonder if we can find a crashed ship. Yeah, let's grab a couple of. Can't afford many of those, can we? Let's grab one. We'll try our luck on one emergency beacon. See if we can find a crashed ship. That'd be cool, wouldn't it? Brand new ship already? Come on, trusty little starter ship. We're on a mission here. Looks like it's feeding us to our original base, even though I have a different base. I could probably do it at the other base, but we might as well go back to the OG base. Some nostalgia for like a couple of hours of gameplay ago. You know what's funny? The transition from orbit to planetary stuff is smoother on the Switch than it is on PC. The PC always hitches when you leave or enter the atmosphere. It always hitches. Apparently that's got something to do with it uncompressing certain files. There is a mod you can do, or you can edit the files manually apparently, to have the files just be permanently uncompressed. And it stops that hitching from happening. But for whatever reason on the Switch it's not a problem. Okay, let's see. Begin decryption. Decoding. Message follows. The traveler finds their wings. Fly to us and claim your place among the stars. Ooh. You have some life signs detected. Okay, where are we going? We are going a couple of minutes over this way. Alright, let's do a smash cut. I'll see you when I get there. Well. Look at this. Crashed freighter right next door. Smashed freighter. Crashed freighter, smashed. Good lord. I might take a coffee break in a sec. Okay. Well, what a big surprise. It's leading us to the crashed freighter. I'm trying to remember what this planet looked like. I might have to look at my old footage, because this is the OG planet we spawned on. I wonder if it has changed much. I don't have any strongly specific memories of how the planet looked. I was too busy trying to stop myself from dying of toxins. And also remarking about the, I don't know, texture quality and stuff. Okay, seems to be some floaty farty fish. I don't remember those the first time around. Let's go pull the starship in. Hi, friend. Right. Let's have a look here. What are we dealing with? Log damaged. Partial records available. The signal has led me to the wreck of a freighter. Colossal fragments of metal scattered across the landscape. Were these messages nothing but misfiring circuits of a long-forgotten ruin? Nestled amongst the debris, I found a pilot's log, blinking, awaiting input. Request log. Instead of playing the ship's log, the terminal spits out a strange sequence of numbers. They are followed by a short message. The anomaly comes for the stars. Take flight. A schematic for a hyperdrive is attached to the end of the message. Thank you. I'll take that. Pull the blueprint from the computer, but this hyperdrive blueprint is for a conventional starship, not a freighter of this size. Someone placed this here after the crash, hoping it would be found. Or possibly just the freighter had plans for regular ships dock at freighters. It's not unusual for it to have schematics of, so it can repair any ships that come in damaged. I don't know. Just, you know, whatever, okay, whatever. You pretend to be mysterious. I'll explain away your mysteries. Take that. Alright, FTL propulsion, drive the Lel starship to obtain warp speed and jump between neighboring systems. Hooray! We got a warp drive. And now we just have to install it. Install technology. Hyperdrive. Okay, so we need some microprocessors and we need some more chromatic metal. Lots more chromatic metal. Oh wait, I'm gonna have to buy some microprocessors, aren't I? We can't make those. Oh right, I was gonna make the chromatic metal in my backpack refiner, but I don't have a backpack refiner yet. Sigh. Do it the old-fashioned way, shall we? Let's grab one of these. Some of this. Some of this. Some of this. You need some fuel. And I should have a nice little stack of copper here. Yep. Here's some I collected earlier. Alright. I don't think that's going to give us enough in total, is it? I might have to go hunting for some more. Alright. By chance, is there any copper in the local area? There's ammonia. There is silver. There's... Nope. There's no copper in the local area. Okie dokie. So, let's go back to my paradise planet, where I know I can find some copper, and also not have to deal with the toxic environment. But you know what? Let's go to the space station first, pick up some microprocessors, and then we'll warp back to my paradise planet base. How about that? Well, not warp, transport. Stargate! Well, Stargate. What are those transport rings called in universe again? I always call them just the Stargates, because they're literally just teeny tiny little Stargates, aren't they? I'm actually watching Stargate Universe right now. It's, what do I remember? Like, if you're a Stargate fan and that show came along, because it was so totally different from the other Stargate shows, people reacted kind of poorly to it. If you watch it on its own merits, and you watch it, like, you don't watch it immediately after watching one of the other Stargate shows, it actually stands up as a pretty decent sci-fi show. Not great, but decent. Alright, we need microprocessors. How many did I need? Crap. I'm gonna grab 3. 4. Stargate. I was just got a teleporter. That's boring. Alright, back down to Hyrule Shore. Because I called it that. I mean, if you can't figure out why I called that base on a paradise planet with green grass and trees and stuff Hyrule when I'm playing on a Switch system, then I feel like you wouldn't understand the explanation. Like, if you can't figure it out on your own, you might be too drunk. Or otherwise impaired. I'm not here to judge what substances you use. Just, you know, use them responsibly. Bloody hell, I turned off the lights. Alright, I didn't have any lights. Look at skylights. Right, we need to find copper. So, let's have a look here. There's some copper in the local area here somewhere. That's disappointing. There's no copper anywhere local. Alright, we'll go for a little flight then. I'll be right back when I've found some copper. How about that? I was going to take you for a flight over my paradise planet, but it's dark and you can't see anything anyway. We'll be back. I'm having a little trouble finding copper. Look, there is copper here. Look. See? Supposed to be copper here. Can't bloody find any. Never had any trouble finding copper. Ha ha! Found you! Come here, my coppery friend. Ooh, nice big puddle of it, too. Puddle? That's the wrong word. I mean, where is it? It's puddly. This isn't it? Sorry. Just laughing because the game just called me a rambler. Which, you know, fair enough. I'll cop that. Alright. We need our manipulator. We need to make sure we're on the smallest thingy. Collector area. For those who didn't know, you can change the size of the collection beam on your Train Me player. When you're collecting stuff that you need lots of, you want to use the smallest one. It takes much, much longer, but you get a higher yield. It's more efficient. Some people will tell you to use the middle one, because the trade-off between speed and yield is you know, something they find a little bit more comfortable to work with. But frankly, I will just use the smallest one. Especially when I'm on a planet with very low hazards. Like, there's no aggressive sentinels here. There's no predators here. There's no nasty storms that'll poison me or set me on fire. It's a paradise planet. I can take my time. And so I will. Smash cut! Hey, you want to know something silly the Blunty just did? I just reached for the mouse. Because quite often, when I'm on PC, I usually play this game with the controller because a lot of the interface is just better with the controller, really. Especially flying and shit like that. But, well, yeah, when I'm mining like this, very large deposits very slowly, I will often grab the mouse because it's just a bit more comfortable. And holding down the right trigger for long periods of time while we do this. But, yeah, my brain temporarily forgot that the mouse is not going to work on the Nintendo Switch version. I was very briefly confused and then embarrassed. Now I've told you the story so you can laugh at me. Smash cut! Alrighty, here comes the last of the copper from underfoot. There we go. I've had the portable refiner on the go behind me here while I harvested. Yeah, that should be enough. Probably going to need more of that eventually, but for now, just in case we need the raw copper, which I don't know why we would, but keep some. Now, who remembers where I parked my damn ship? It's over here somewhere. Where is it? There it is. No, wait, that's the base. There it is. I found it. It's over there. That's one of the problems with the Switch version. Because it is running at a relatively low resolution, definitely not running 1080 native, I can tell you that much. And FSR, you know, the special custom FSR implementation they have built into this that we talked about in the first video, certainly does a lot of heavy lifting to make the game look reasonably crisp and clean. The UI elements are still a little bit low res in particular, and it can make it hard to spot icons sometimes, and when you're scrolling around using your visor, trying to look for stuff, the 30 FPS will sometimes jank me up a little bit as well. As evidenced by how much trouble I had finding my ship. But now we have a warp drive! Yay! Hyperdrive installed. Now we need to make some warp fuel. Let's see. We need to make a warp cell, which is antimatter housing and antimatter. How do we make antimatter and antimatter housing? We don't know yet! I don't have those recipes. That's disappointing. Alright. I'm sure the game will tell me. Better recharge our launch thrusters. Well, whoop. Nope. I guess I won't be recharging my launch thrusters. My diagnostic has something to tell me. Hyperdrive successfully installed. Hyperdrive fuel empty. I know. I was trying to do something about that and he interrupted me. Hyperdrive is complete. Perhaps I really will find answers out there amidst the stars. But without warp cells, I'll be going nowhere. I need to find a source of antimatter. Tune the scanner to antimatter. Oh. Overcorrected slightly there. There we go. Bang. Ping. Antimatter trace detected. Right. I don't remember this part of the game at all, to be honest with you. I mean, you only have to learn the antimatter recipe once, and once you do, you know, you're set. You don't have to worry about this ever again. Okay, launch fuel's good. You need a little more tritium in the boost drive, though. Right, are we going to land on this planet, or are we going behind them? Nope, we're going on this planet. Somewhere on this planet there's antimatter hiding. I'm going to guess that facility right there is what we're going to be looking for. Let's land where it tells us to land. I always get into trouble by sequence breaking games. Like, it's stunning how often I do it. When I'm replaying a game, so I know what comes next, and I go do the thing, and then I break the quest. You know, break the sequence of the quest. I'm sure it would have been fine if I just landed at the facility, but still. I keep forgetting I don't have much jetpack. I have so much jetpack on my PC save, but no jetpack. This one. Man, it is warm on this planet. 58 degrees Celsius. I know, I was just saying that game. Look at that. Even got the embers coming up as well. I mean, they're stalled back. Stalled back? Reduced a bit from the PC version when you get on a hot planet with embers, particulates raising up. They still look pretty embery, don't they? That's a fairly convincing ember. Emberific. Embertastic, you one might say. Oh, look. Horrible little whispering eggs. I don't have a weapon, so I'm not going to trigger those. Like, I literally have nothing to shoot back with, so probably best I leave them alone. Terminal line, selecting key, decrypting. Success. Terminal is clogged with an unnerving, pulsating slime. Nevertheless, it appears to function. As I touch the input panel, the alien substance reacts violently. I make note to avoid getting closer. The device opens, revealing a single, unblinking, crimson eye. It prints out the blueprint for antimatter, accompanied by a strange message. You will find us when the time is right. Any 16s? Here we go. Chromatic metal and Gannett carbon, both of which I have. How convenient. It's almost like I planned ahead for this. Spoiler alert, I planned. I knew what I needed. Alright, let's make like 4 of those. And magically, the antimatter housing has also become unlocked for us. Oh, we can only make 2 of those. What am I out of? Oh, it's alright. 2 will do for now. Warp cell. 2 of. Bing. Oh, I'm out of oxygen. Dude, that's not good. That's not good at all. Running low on oxygen. Need more oxygen. And there happens to be none about. Fantastic. Hide the ship. Alright, warp cells. Boop. Those are going to need to go in the Starship, genius. There we go. Now, we have a 50% charged warp drive. Oh man, I'm just noticing the hyperdrive range on this ship. 101 light years. That's so sad. I think on my main ship, on my PC save right now, it's like 14,000 light years or something ridiculous. Alright, let's have a look at the galaxy map. As soon as we get out of this asteroid field so we don't smash into a rock while I'm looking at a map. Up, up, up. Smash into a rock anyway. Okay. How smoothly does the galaxy map roll? Actually, not so bad. I was expecting this to be a bit jittery for some reason, but yeah, perfectly fine. And looks like we can only warp one system at a time right now. Again, my range is so ridiculous on my main ship on BBC. I'm just used to being able to pick any star I can see. Pretty much, anyway. Cue the Doctor Who theme! That was very vaguely the Doctor Who theme. I'm such a good singer, I didn't want to get copyright struck by the BBC, or I guess Disney now. I didn't want to sing it too good. That was deliberately bad, you understand. There we go. We are officially an interstellar traveler now. This is a dark system. It is black out here. Oh, what's this? Starship monitoring system reports error. Guidance system malfunction. Well, that's not good. Especially with kryptonite outside my window there. Look how green those meteors are. Jeez. Hide your Kryptonians. Searching for other routes. Searching. Obtained. Destination 16, 16, 16, 16, 1, 6, 16 calls. Accept your guidance? Yeah, sure. What could possibly go wrong? A fuel source on an unknown moon. Acrid moon, fungal mold, copper, ammonia, and magnetized ferrite. Well, that means there's going to be nasty little storms there. So anytime you see like magnetized ferrite or activated this or whatnot, it usually means some storms. So that's how stuff gets magnetized and activated in this game. Guessing there are going to be some sort of toxic storms. Seeing as it's an acrid moon. This is our approximate location. Guessing the fuel source it wants to find is those buildings I just saw. Flew over them. Lop. Right. Hello, friends! Oh, this is not where the game wants me to be, apparently. I need to be like 1,000 units over that way. That's disappointing. least we took off from a landing pad. Which means we didn't burn any launch fuel. Alright, how about now? Are you 1,000 units away? Are you what we're looking for? Doesn't feel like 1,000 units away. But worth investigating. We're still 500. That way, okay. But I will take advantage of grabbing some stuff here. Knock knock! You home? Nothing. What's with Cabbage Planet? Why is there cabbage everywhere? Have those. Thank you very much. Top up my health with the first aid. Lovely. Okay, so 500-ish units over that way. I guess we'll have to hoof it. We'll be right back after I've hoofed it. Slight detour from hoofing it because I spotted a very oxygen-rich patch right here. And we really need more oxygen. Lovely. That'll do just nicely. 400-something oxygen. Lovely. Right, where are we going? This way. I'll have your oxygen too, thank you very much, with poisonous oxygen plant. It was simultaneously poisonous and life-saving. I rather suspect I've found what we're looking for. Look at that. Looks exactly like a like a Wiimote or a Joy-Con. That's not what I was gonna say. We should make an attempt to keep it family friendly. This is a Nintendo console after all. Looks like a donger! Not my donger, obviously. Mine's much bigger. Why? Why, Blunty? Why? So stare to the words themselves form in my mind a strange fragment of broken speech. Is it traveler? Is it friend? I can be both. I can be purple, I can be blue.
I could be anything you like.
I'm going to go with friend. It feels strange, responding to questions I am unsure that I'm being asked. But something has clearly taken notice of my reply. I'm overwhelmed by a sense that something has awoken, something that is watching me. It forms another question. Is it first? Is it last? I am last, the most recent. I do not know how I'm being spoken to. This monolith is ancient, and I cannot escape the feeling it has asked these questions many times over. I imagine so, yes. It asks again. Have they seen the Crimson Eye? Has the Crimson Eye seen them? Yep, both. Pretty sure it's both. Likelihood of anomaly exceeds safety parameters. Breach detected. Alert. Alert. The boundaries fall. The walls collapse. Your universe awaits. Find us, traveler. Spooky. Oh, and a bonus warp cell. Hooray! Now then, I am not hoofing it back to my ship. I am calling my ship to me, because that's the thing we can do. I remember back in the day when you couldn't do that. You just had to hoof it back to your ship manually. So you was really careful about how far you explored or traveled, because you'd have to double it on the way back. Alright, what's the next? Find the mysterious messenger, make your way into space. Alright. I don't think there's any point in going to the local space station. Still don't have much to spend. So let's go ahead and increase our warp count. Welcome to the Rukakovo system. 6 planets controlled by the Korvax. Ooh, look. There's a fleet over there. I don't think we can actually do anything with that fleet just yet. We need a freighter first. Incoming message from the big giant head. What do you need, Bunny? You are not Kazut alone. Please identify yourself. I am I am Captain Switch Gapin. You left me. Why did you? I didn't leave you. I'm sorry. Well, I'm sorry anyway. Don't lie to me. You gazette. Even the others did not gazette. Others? There's no reply. The communicator falls silent, though the channel remains open. Spoopy! Steer. Oh, look out. Stranger's coordinates. Arrive in 2 days? Oh, I don't think so. Boost! I'm a coming, stranger. Wow, this planet looks cold, doesn't it? Yep. Great. Wow. It's cool looking though, with all these ice crystals everywhere. Neat. Right, I'm coming, stranger. Right. This better not be everyone's ghost telling me to go to Dagobah. Where are we? Yes, I know. Oh, Jesus. I'm going back to the ship for a second. That storm is chewing through my protection. Ooh, actually, I'm going to wait for my protection to come back up again, and I'm going to grab a couple of those storm crystals. I don't think I've got any immediate use for them, but still, storm crystals. Quickly. My storm crystal. Quickly. My storm crystal. Quickly before I die. Alright. We're going to have yet another smash cut while we wait for this horrible storm to go away, because it will kill me in about 22 seconds flat by the looks of things. I miss having proper environmental protection. It looks cool though. Like, even on PC, I don't think I've been to an ice planet that has had an ice storm with electrical activity in it before. Alright, we'll come back when the storm's gone. Alrighty, the storm has passed. Let's get on with things. Took the opportunity to... Oh. Yes, I know. At least it's not falling as fast as it was. Ooh, I'll have some spare oxygen as well, thank you. Never goes astray. Wow. That is a funny looking tauntaun. Kinda cute though. I don't have a lightsaber, so I can't sort of slice you open to stay warm for the night. You're lucky, fake tauntaun. Give me some nanites. Lots and lots of nanites. Microprocessor, I'll take it. Also, I'll take this. Alright. What do you reckon? A little crash shot down there, what I'm looking for? I think it might be. Ooh. It's a fighter. I wonder if I can recover this ship. Pretty cool looking. Got one of my favorite cockpit modules on it. Wings for that matter. Does it have the square or tri? It's got the square ones. Nice ship. Alright, let's see here. Some sodium. Need some chromatic metal. Okay, Gazette. There are no signs of life. There is only a static broken communicator. Let's have your records, mate. Whatever message was once here has been scrambled beyond recovery. All extracts is the pilot's name, Artemis. Whoever they were, they are long gone. Only uncorrupted data is a set of plans, an upgrade for my mining beam. Hooray! So, carbon nanotubes, hermetic seal, wiring loom. I can make all of that. First...
Extreme cold damage detected.
Yeah. That's why I'm calling in my ship. Yes, I am being killed by the frosty temperatures, and I don't like it. I don't like it. Right, multi-tool. Advanced mining laser. Carbon nanotubes, some of. Wiring loom, some of. Hermetic seal, we need one of. Alright, hermetic seal. Mining laser. Advanced mining laser. Excellent. Ba-ba-ba-ba-bum. There's a bunch of sodium over there too that I might want. Alright, let's refuel the launch. Refuel the hyperdrive. Now then. Let's have a look at this. Ooh, you're all kinds of broken. We can do that, we can do that, we can do that, we can do that. So I could repair this. It's frankly not much better than the ship I'm flying. It's got a few more tech slots, but cargo's about the same. Like, as cool as it looks, there's no real advantage in taking that with us. I mean, we could sell it and break it down and stuff, I guess, but is it worth spending all those resources at this point? I don't think it is. Excuse me, I just need to have a bunch of this life-saving sodium. God, this planet is so cold. I'm dying so quickly. Get back into the ship. Quick, quick, quick. There we go. Alright, rack off with this cold-ass planet. I'm out. I'm into the warmth of space. Oh, radio chatter. What do you want now, buddy? Received your signal. Is it first? Is it last? Hello, priest entity Nada. Time for truth. You have their signal. They are not Artemis entity. Tell the truth. Your signal is familiar to Nada. We have been in contact before, I think. This would be a good time to come aboard, yes? A proper introduction to our home. Zerp. Yeah, let's fly right through a big rock in space and check that out, shall we? Alright. Funny thing is, this is smoother on Switch than it is on PC, because on PC, as you're flying in, it's connecting you to the multiplayer thing, it's loading up other people's ships and other player characters and connecting you to them. On Switch, there is no multiplayer like that, so the entrance here seems to be quite smooth. It's a pity it doesn't park some dummy ships around as well, just to fill up this hangar bay a bit. Looks like we can still do this stuff, though. I wonder if these missions are different. Because some of these are built for multiplayer. Guess we don't have access to that yet. Ooh, there's a thought. Expedition. We should... If I continue with this series, maybe we should do the expedition. Stay focused. We're on mission. Alright. Hello, robot priest friend Nada. So we're going to do a smash cut after I jumble through all of this, because there's a fair amount of stuff here we just need to get past. And if you're playing the game for yourself, well, you need to pay attention to it. Alright, we had a conversation with those two up there. Now we're just going to have a chat to a few people around here, because it's going to lead us through some various things and bits and pieces we need to know about the station. And once again, we'll do a smash cut and come back later. Alright, we've had the conversations. I've picked up a few new pieces of technology, including the hazmat coordinate and personal refiner. Quite important things to have on you, but I need more sodium nitrate for that. I can do this one already, though. That'll be a little bit more convenient, so I can craft some stuff on the go. There we are. So, now we can do this. We can go, hey, you can have some fuel. Hey, you can have some... Where is it? Some of that sodium to make more sodium nitrate that we need. And it can happen while we're doing things. Whee! Lovely. I do love the backpack refiner. Especially the upgrades you get later on. Alright, so let's do another warp. Ooh. Oh, we're not warping yet. Mysterious unknown signal. Where? Is there anyone out there? It's outside. Something's wrong with. What's wrong, buddy? Ask the stranger what's wrong. There is a moment of pause. The only sound to hear is the background hiss of cosmic radiation. You found me. So little light. Thought I'd never hear another soul again. I really did. How did you find my voice? Tell a stranger about the abandoned starship wreck and how I found the communicator ID on the stress beacon. I begin to mention the anomalous space station, but they cut me off. It's outside, but I think I'm safe. There are 16 of them. They look just like Kazud. About 16? I'm hearing that number a lot, buddy. Fear and confusion danced within the eyes of the stranger. After a few moments of silence, they turned to me, imploring. Don't know who you are, do you? It lied to me. It lied to all of... The sound cuts out, but the face lingers on, silent before it too fades into nothingness. It must be Artemis. They are clearly in need of help. I need to find a way to boost their signal. Access the planetary chart in your inventory. Oh, I've already got the planetary chart, so it's gonna skip the bit where it teaches us how to buy a planetary chart. Planetary chart. Plot route. Found an abandoned building. Which direction? Over here. Way down here. There it is. Alright, at this point, I feel like we should break for an episode. We've still got a couple more, three more warps to do before we trigger the freighter thing. We have now met the anomaly. And people there. We're progressing through Downmost Quest, so... Next time we come back, we'll continue from this point. And at the end of that, we should get our freighter and see what's up. Thanks for joining me. Hope you have fun hanging out. Chilling. On the Switch here. The Switch is... It just is. It's playable. It's so playable. Look at this. Look at all that wibbly wobbly water. Kooky. This is where we're starting from next time. See you then! Thanks, patrons.